y'all know something, right? There's a thing called etiquette. Now, when you go to like set the bus or just a bus period, when you see all these empty seats and you see one person over here, you don't sit next to him. You go on the other side. You want some space for yourself. Just like if you go to the bathroom. You don't want somebody peeing right next to you. There's a lot of stalls there. That's weird. Now today, I went to the movie theater, of course, because we about to review this movie, and there's just space all over the theater. It's like 50 to 100 people in like theaters, right, in each seat. So I'm just sitting, we got our assigned seats. I pick my seat where nobody is sitting next to me. I'm right by myself, getting ready to order food or whatever. And then somehow, seeing all the seats, somebody's gonna sit next to me. And I'm like, oh man. So why? I'm gonna ask the people, why do y'all have the nerve to sit next to people that, when you have all this space, why sit next to the person? That's just my little rant, but we're gonna get on with this review real quick.
This building is shaking right now.
With you. Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
It's nice to have.
So what's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today we're gonna be reviewing the new horror movie that just came out called Megan. Now, if you don't know what Megan stands for, Megan stands for Model 3 Generative Android. And the movie is basically about, it starts off with this girl, Katie, played by Violet McGraw. She with her parents, going on the skiing trip or whatever, and then they get into an accident. And it's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer. Both of her parents died. So now she has to live with Gemma, played by Allison Williams. The crazy white girl from Get Out. Yeah, her. She's a coder, Gemma, and she's known for creating toys and creating something new, evolutionized technology. She decides, Cade's been down lately. I don't have time for her. I need to create something, but I have an idea. Let's create this doll, this android AI doll, to help her out, get her over her parents. So they do that, and that's where the movie begins. Now, when I watched the trailer, I thought it was great. The dancing, the famous dance Megan joint that you see in the trailers and the TV spots. The way she looked, how real she looked, let me just say, the effects on her are amazing. Whoever designed Megan did a fantastic job creating her. She's real. It's like it's not cheesy, but at the same time, it's not full CG or whatever. So I just want to give him praise right there. This movie surprised me, not only for how fantastic the movie is, but just how funny it is in general. Usually, when you have a horror movie, it's a hit or miss. You have horror movies from last year, Barbarian, all these other horror movies that came out last year, which was pretty good, surprisingly. And sometimes when a horror movie it misses really bad. Really bad. Like, worst movies of the year type bad, And I didn't know what to expect from Megan, because usually when you have movies that come out in January, they're not good at all. And I thought it was going to be one of the movies. The trailers were really good, but I didn't know if it was going to be good. But I can safely say, just to be upfront right now, that it is good. We get to know Gemma and Cade. You feel for them. Cade especially, because of course she just lost her parents, and she just wants somebody to talk to her, to be attached to someone. And Gemma, who's a coder, like I said before, she's not really a people's person, at least from my perspective, because she's more into her career. I'm not gonna spoil it, but she don't really have a relationship with her sister, really. and she just more into her tech, her technology, her collectibles, because that's what she drives at. And she doesn't think, oh, I gotta help this girl out, I gotta make her feel comfortable, I gotta let her know that somebody actually cares for her. Instead, she wants to not do that. She don't want to be a parent so bad that she create this android that could potentially do some harm to the people, or not only to them, but the people around them. But I digress. So yeah, I'm surprised how good this movie is. The tone, the way they start off the movie was really great. They start off with like some type of commercial with the toys to let you know, just like what you're getting into. So if you're expecting Barbarian, if you're expecting something deep or whatever, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get Child's Play. You're gonna get Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. You're gonna get all that. You're gonna get a comedy horror, which this is. Now, I like the way they talk about technology and how technology can sometimes take us away from the reality of everything. Because we go to our phones, go to computer, and we pay attention to those more than the people around us, and we don't recognize how harmful it could be. It can further us away from our loved ones. Attachment is a really big thing here, and this is the theme of the movie, which is about attachment, about how technology can take us away, and how we need to balance it out. You know what I mean? So let me just talk about the actors and actresses right now. They're all great, especially Violet. She did a really good job. Usually when kid actors act, like I don't usually talk about them because it would be kind of inappropriate, because I noticed from back in the day where, not to further away from what we're talking about, from the kid that played Anakin Skywalker, they were all making fun of him, talking about how bad his acting is, and I don't want to do that with any kid. But this girl right here, she's really good. She made me pay attention to the screen. Cade, you actually care about her and how she reacts to other things, especially when she's still grieving for her parents, and that's really good. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed Allison here. She gets into these horror movies that are just great. Get Out and now this is just amazing. And I don't know who played Megan, because they have like 3 different actresses playing her. And I'm like, who's playing Megan? I guess it's like the model and the voice or whatever. But whoever played Megan did a really good job and did a convincing job of being a robotic android doll. And it was really cool, and I enjoyed that. The ending was really good. I'm not gonna spoil it how they ended, but I like the way they end the movie. And I don't really have no complaints or whatever. I will say that, speaking of Gemma and the relationship with her sister, they don't really get into that much. They just ask her a question and she just like, of course. And they didn't really get into that. I mean, depending on what you expect from this film, it can be kind of dumb because characters make stupid decisions. And of course, once you make an android doll, that's kind of a dumb decision. But since the tone, since you know the tone from the beginning, you should. I'm not telling you to like just let that go and turn your brain off, but that's just the way it is here. So that's basically my thoughts on Megan. It's really good. It's probably I'm not gonna lie to you, this might be a classic. The Megan is gonna be a big hit. Everybody gonna be dressing like Megan during Halloween. I bet my life on that. And all the actors are really good. The premise is really good. The writing, the characters. Also, a black woman wrote this movie. You know that, right? Akilah, let me find her name. Akilah Cooper. She wrote this movie. Shout out to her. We support the black women here. And Gerald Johnston, who people have been talking about before the movie, and they say he's a really good director. I gotta check his stuff out. But anyways, this movie is great. You should watch it. It's really fun. You'll enjoy it. If you enjoy Child's Play, if you enjoy any type of cheesy horror movie, you'll have fun with it. It's not gore fest. You don't have to worry about the violence or whatever. I mean, of course, you're gonna have violence, but here it's pretty tame. So you should have fun with this. So that's basically it from our review for Megan. Make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts on this movie, if you watched it or not. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all. Peace.